Here I am, street's empty. I'd like to really share the showroom with you guys. I think I'll start here with the bathroom. This is how the bathroom was. You wonder, why did I change it? I didn't know that I wanted to go with something classic or something modern or something transitional, or did I want to upholster the walls, or did I want to... I finally decided that since it was a box, I wanted to break the box. I wanted to explode the box. So I lifted the lid off and went up into the volume, and I decided to create a shape that was almost like going to a pyramid, but not. And I decided to skew it to play with technology that we're going somewhere that hadn't been much used. So instead of using the real, a real stone like I wanted, like I considered at one point, I used a faux stone, an actual ceramic tile from Italy, that is kind of like a modern-day trompe l'oeil in a sense, because it's a picture of stone, but it's so well done in so many different pieces to the line that each piece is so unique that they don't even two pieces don't even look like each other, like natural material would be. And so it came to me as I was developing the shape to pierce it open and play with mirror, and to embed the light. So the light source in this room is this strip light. It's LED. I wanted it to become part of the pattern of the room as opposed to a light. So I created the design that I wanted with a light, and then balanced the tile to fill it, to have one end be dark and one end be light, so that we create a division. The room is using new technology with an older look and a timeless look, classical things that are eschewed. Then I accented it with this incredible sink Murano glass, which, you know, is the only thing of color in the room. It floats there. And then came the challenge of what to do about a mirror. And I really decided that it was best to just have like a piece of glass float, as if it was part of the design that just didn't get into it, and just sort of kind of be set there as an art object, as opposed to trying to do anything with a mirror. And then the light in the room was perfect, but the sink I felt needed something, and I found this thin-lined pendant that I thought was just so cool, just to light it and to add a line, a chrome line in there. The texture on the wall is the same exact color and tile material as the floor, but it has the watery kind of texture, you know, carved into it, and it kind of gives a feeling of wet, of water, of texture. So it's not just two flat colors cut in half. It's something interesting that the light has that the dark doesn't have. And then, of course, we carry Casali doors, which are amazing in Italy, and of course they have many patterns. But I designed this door to sort of create the feeling of the room, of the design, without being much, so that when it was closed, you still had sort of a window effect of something beyond the dimension, and it played with the lines and created something, but didn't try to become part of them. It was the door, it was the way in or out, which I felt was really important. And then, of course, little details were important to me, like, you know, the toilet brush and the toilet paper. So we have this German toilet paper holder, which the paper is actually set into the wall, and there's a little brush here that, you know, because that brush thing has to go somewhere, but it's hidden and concealed, and the panel just kind of floats in the wall. And then I thought it was really nice to have something old and new at the same time. So I found these English switches, which were kind of the old toggle, but they are stainless steel and pick up the metals, but they do their own, but they have a little bit of a different feel to them. So that's where this bathroom came from. Our fan is hidden behind the panel up on the ceiling. It's so great to me that you don't see it. The original size of the rectangle that these tiles are, the size of it is this shape. We started it out in the center with that exact shape, and cut all of our pieces evenly in line so that the design goes right through that. And the grout lines are lined up all on the floor and across the wall, and everything is just perfectly placed. And they continue up into the ceiling and come back down on the next walls. We also backmitered the marble so that the two pieces, when they come together, there is no side. And so they're all back beveled. So there's absolutely, when it turns a corner here, there's no edge, which I think was very important. It's those kinds of details that I think really make the space. It's so that no matter what the design is, it's all of the way it's all laid out. And the pieces, no two pieces next to each other are too close to each other, so that there's this feeling of naturalness to it and a contrast. So the lines aren't just there, but they're brought out because of the way it's spaced. You don't see any green line in the mirror. We went to a great deal of trouble so that you don't see, because mirror is glass, and it does have a green line, and you don't see it. It's gone. So there's all these little tricks and stuff that we did. So that's the bathroom, and I hope you've enjoyed looking at it, and I hope you'll come use it sometime. And maybe even have your own picture taken in it.